I mean, business as usual, but the main thing is just trying to get my body back under me to make sure I'm healthy and prepared to go for the game, because that's one of the main things, just being able to have the energy, because it's been a long season so far, so just trying to get my legs back under me is the main thing.
Coach mentioned that you guys do have a few players dinged up. How is that affecting you guys playing your team?
It was some key players that are down that's hurting us more than anything, and then some players are trying to play through the injuries, which is kind of taking away from them a little bit, where they can't put their all out there. But just need some young guys to just fill into those roles and just help us out. The main thing that we're trying to do.
Any surprises playing South Alabama? I'm sure you guys have seen a little bit of film. You've had one practice. Anything there that stands out that you guys got to be prepared for?
No surprises. Just line up and go out there and play as hard as we can and try and get the win. I don't think they're going to try and do too many trick plays or anything like that to catch us off guard. Just going to be the most physical, and who wants it more is going to win that game this Friday.
What's your opinion on playing on a Friday night? Do you care? Do you like it?
I mean, it's another game. I mean, I just enjoy being on the field, to be honest, whether it be practice or a game. I just enjoy being able to play football because I've been doing it since I was young, and days are winding down, so I can't complain about any of it.
Of course, the series between both these teams is still pretty young. You guys beat them in last year's game was pretty close. Let's talk about the rivalry, I guess, down in the Sun Belt with South Alabama.
It's growing more and more, especially because a lot of guys were either recruited by those coaches that are there or play with a lot of guys on that team. So it's a big thing, and we're trying to keep that roll going where we beat them every year, keep that looking good on our side of the rivalry. But just, any rivalry game, you prepare a lot harder. The intensity is going to be a lot higher. So we're just trying to get ready for that more than anything.
How much fun is special teams right now for you, those kickoff returns?
It feels great. I mean, just trying to do anything I can to help the team, to be honest. And it just so happened I'm able to return them, but I just try to do anything I can to spark the team, to be honest. And I mean, I can't take all the credit, especially not for the last one, because all I had to do was run through the hole. They made it easy for me.
I was looking at the video of it that we shot. You're through, and your teammates behind you, hands in the air. They look pretty pumped. It seems really exciting for them too.
Right, everybody's getting excited for it. We feel like we can take everyone back now. All it took was that one, and we feel like we're getting pretty good at it, where we feel like we can take one back every week. So if I get a chance to this week, it'll be another one.
Our biggest issue, gap integrity. We had a lot of misfits, and when I say we, I say myself first of all. Personally, I feel like I had the worst game all year assignment wise, and we missed out on a lot of cues, and all the mistakes that we made, they capitalized on it.
What do you attribute those mistakes?
I attribute them to myself, being the leader of this defense.
Was there a communication problem between you and the others?
It wasn't a communication problem. It was more of a assignment thing. Just we had a lot of people out of place. We didn't play assignment football. We weren't disciplined at all Saturday. So, and when I say discipline, that's what I mean by not being in the right gaps, not being in the right places at the right times. And that's what they took advantage of.
Of course, tough schedule, somewhat belt play continues this week. It's a shorter week on the road. Let's talk about the upcoming matchup at South Alabama.
Since I've been here, since I played South Alabama, it's always been a tough game, and we're actually looking forward to it. We know they're pretty good, especially after the big game we had last year for homecoming. So, we know they're looking to get back at us for that. So, we got to be ready.
You have to move on very quick the next day, actually. We actually had practice yesterday, so we basically just started looking at everything South Alabama does, and that's what we're getting ready for.
Coach says he doesn't really like those Friday night games. Do you guys kind of, as players, enjoy just kind of changing things up a little bit?
I really don't have a problem with it. It's a different scenery. It's a way. You just got to treat it like a Saturday. That's how I feel.
How was practice going for you guys? You said you had one last night. Everything's still going as normal there?
Yeah, guys are still very up-paced, still very excited about what's left of the season. We're just going to try to finish out strong. That's our mindset.
What have you seen in South Alabama? Anything that you got to special prepare for, or you kind of know what's coming?
We kind of know what's coming. They have good receivers. We feel like their quarterback is where it's at, though. He's a big guy. They have a pretty good tight end, too. And basically, we're just going to try to limit the big plays and get them off the field and try to give offense the ball as much as possible this week.
How much of Saturday, Mark was out here earlier, kind of saying he put a lot of it on himself, but assignment based, he didn't do what he was supposed to do. Does kind of the team kind of feel that way? Feel like if you kind of, if everybody clamped down just a little bit, had the result maybe would have been different?
Yeah, it was definitely a team effort for sure. I can tell you that. A bunch of guys were misfitting, as we saw on film. We missed a bunch of tackles as a defense, I can tell you that. We gave them way too many second chance opportunities in one play. We'll have a guy tackled for about 2 yards, he'll break it, and it ends up being a 15-yard gain, so that was about it. Little things turning into big things.
At least those are correctable.
Yeah, very correctable. It definitely, I can tell you for sure, it definitely wasn't talent. It was definitely just us messing up as far as our assignments. That's it.
Did it kind of feel like a step back? Of course, the last couple of weeks have been, you guys looked like you were over that hump and really had stuff figured out. Did it kind of, in your minds a little bit, kind of feel a little bit different?
I won't say it was a step back. I feel like it was an eye-opener that we just can't let our guard down. In some ways, you kind of say we felt comfortable after the New Mexico State win, thinking we could do it again, which we should have. But it's kind of, we let them hit us first in the mouth, and that's what happened.
Everything's pretty much the same. We practice on different days, but as far as how our practices go and the length and what we're doing at practice is basically the same. We're going to try to, like we've been doing recently, try to stay as physical as we can and practice up front and keep working on the things that we've been working on and keep trying to get better. Yeah, I mean it's apparent that things haven't gone the way we wanted them to, but we've got some good leaders on the team, and everybody's staying positive and keeping trying to have upbeat practices. And honestly, since I've been here, we've had the best practices as far as energy and excitement since we've ever been here. We've got some great guys that really come to practice every day and bring a lot of energy, and we're just trying to stay positive, stay together, and I think we're doing a pretty good job of that.
You guys feel like you took a little bit of a step back. You guys have been playing some pretty close games, you lost, you were win, and then this kind of Saturday, did it feel different to you guys at all?
Honestly, I don't know. I'm not real sure. We came out real hot and we did really well, and it kind of felt like the week before when we got things going early against New Mexico State, and we kind of kept them going, and then we had some drives that ended short, and we couldn't get back on the field, and just kind of snowballed after that. But yeah, I'd say it felt a little different, but the main thing is we're going to put it behind us, and we got a huge game this week with South Alabama, so we're going to go in there guns blazing.
Talk about that rivalry a little bit too. Of course, ever since they've entered the conference, it's been good games. A lot of guys, I'm sure, familiar with people on the opposite side of the football as well. So how excited is it to kind of have USA on the schedule in your senior year?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's especially with how the games have gone, the past 2 years. It's a huge rivalry for us, in my opinion. I know up front we're really excited to play. We know a bunch of the guys that we played against them in high school, or just through different things we've known them because they're in the same area as we are. But I think it's a huge rivalry for our students too. I mean, there's kind of back and forth about who's better, South or Troy. So yeah, it's really exciting. It's a big week for us, and it's something to really get pumped about.